This is my dream, this is my passion, this is something that I believe in.
If you're always afraid that things are going to go wrong, your business isn't going to succeed.
Who would have thought SOTS would make us millionaires?
I'm a third-scale entrepreneur and CEO of Spurgo.
I'm the inventor of the locker boards.
I'm 14 years old. I'm the CEO of Sally Candy.
I'm the co-founder here at Rumble Boxing.
CEO of Play Versus.
This is my hustle.
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 Today on My Hustle, we're going to see some extraordinary young female entrepreneurs who have turned their passions into profit. Follow along as we learn about their business, determination, and road to success. We're kicking off today's episode in Minneapolis with Isabel and Caroline, two sisterpreneurs who have made a splash in the bath and beauty industry.
So sisterpreneurs.
It's just sisterpreneurs, that's us.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Sister and entrepreneur.
Since officially launching in 2015, they've hit multi-million-dollar revenues.
These two sisters started a business when they were 10 and 11 years old.
Please welcome to Bomb Bath Fizzers creators, 17-year-old Isabel and 15-year-old Caroline Burkhaw. Hi, guys.
Hi, ladies. How are you?
Hi, I'm Ben. Ooh.
Oh, pretty.
And then you get a surprise at the end.
Your parents are in the audience.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about all of this?
It's a crazy adventure and we're just kind of hanging on for the ride.
Hi, I'm Isabel.
And I'm Caroline.
And we're the co-founders of the Bomb Bath Fizzers.
4 years ago, we started this company in our basement, and last year we exceeded over $20 million in revenue.
And this is my hustle.
Welcome to our test kitchen. Today we're gonna make a bath bomb from our book, Fizz Boom Bath, and we're making the Candy Crush bath bomb.
So bath bombs are usually made of citric acid and baking soda, some fragrance oil, and a binding agent. And you can also add pigment to your bath bombs like we did here.
We've already mixed all the ingredients into a bowl, and so what's left is to just assemble the bath bomb. One side of the mold you're gonna fill with some sprinkles, and then you're gonna take your mix and put it in. And then with your other side, you're just gonna blend it together.
Let your bath bomb sit anywhere from 1 to 3 days while it dries. And then when it's done drying, you'll have the best fizzing results when you use it in your bath. We only go to school half-time because we learn a lot at the business and we have half days so that we can come and work.
So this is where Isabel and I spend most of our time here in the family office. It's me, my mom and dad, Isabel obviously, and sometimes our little brother Harry will come here. So this is his desk here. And here is his skate ramp area. It's pretty sick. So now we're gonna move on to the warehouse. This is Marie. This is where all of the batches are mixed.
We originally started making bath bombs in our basement.
We entered a local art fair the summer of 2012 when we were 10 and 11.
They had a little 8-foot table. It cost them $25 to enter. They spent the entire summer making about 150 bath bombs. I thought they might not sell. That was my worst fear, that no one would buy any. But when we got to the art fair, people started coming up and asking questions and talking to them even before they were set up.
And then by the end of the first day, because it's a 2-day fair, we had sold out of bath bombs. We actually did the art fair 2 years in a row. And the second year, we were approached by a local salon. The salon owner wanted to put our products in his store. Little by little, we started to get our products into more and more stores. And before we knew it, we were in so many stores that our parents had to help us complete orders.
At one point, we were making 20,000 bath bombs per month out of our home. And that was a completely crazy time. I think we had bath bombs in every room of our home, except our bedrooms.
Isabel and I would be down in our basement making bath bombs nonstop. Our fingerprints eventually wore off because we were making so many. They're back now, but that was definitely an intense time in bath bomb history.
Flash forward to today, we have over 200 employees during our peak season, and in our busiest times, we make over 1 million bath bombs a month.
When we come back, we'll see how the Burkhaws balance their business with being teenagers. From humble beginnings in their basement to a full-blown warehouse, let's check out how the Burkhaws are expanding their business.
To the photo room we go. Usually this is where we'll come to photograph all of our ideas for social media.
Social media is actually one of the most important marketing platforms we use.
And we also realized that we should also be able to inspire people. From the very beginning, giving back was something that was really important to us. So that's where the idea of the Earth Bomb came up. And so with the Earth Bomb, we donate proceeds towards different organizations that help clean up the oceans.
If you have some influence in this world, you know, there's a lot going on and everyone's trying to get their message across. So if you even have a little bit of influence, I think it's important to use it for good. I honestly love my job, but it can be kind of hard sometimes because people assume things about you that maybe aren't true. I've had groups of kids come up to me before at school and say, "Oh, you're a multimillionaire. What's that like?" And I'm like, just because you see an article that says my business is worth this much, that doesn't necessarily mean I myself can like be a baller and like have all this cash flow.
You have to reinvest in the company and pay your employees and pay your suppliers. There's so many other expenses.
Yeah.
And I think people don't really realize that, especially in high school.
We're kind of living a double life. You know, we go to school and we have school friends and then we come to the office, and it's kind of weird because then we're in a different position of maybe authority or a different age group. You have to make self-care a priority and you have to learn how to balance your life. And there's really no good way to tell you how to do that. Ice skating, take one.
So when we were a little younger, we used to skate 5 to 6 days a week. Since the business started, we kind of had to slow things down a bit, but we still try to make time to skate.
We get in arguments all the time, but we know that we have each other's backs. When we're not having arguments, we're having a lot of fun.
Figure skaters are known to not have the same fear receptors as most people. When we started our business, we like to say that we were kind of fearless, and maybe that's because we're figure skaters and we weren't scared of falling, so then we weren't scared of failing with our business.
So, how was everyone's day?
I think we saw each other for most of it.
Our parents have been so incredibly supportive throughout this whole thing. Without a doubt, we would not be where we are without them.
This business has allowed us to spend so much time together, and just to experience their professional growth has been really cool.
If I could give a piece of advice to someone my age, if you have anything you want to start, just do it. Don't wait. If you're really passionate about it, it'll be worth it.
My top piece of advice would be, you have to find a sense of fearlessness, because if you're always afraid that things are going to go wrong, your business isn't going to succeed.
The bomb has really blown up since its inception. Stay tuned to see how Alina Morse invented a lollipop that is actually good for your teeth. What started as an idea to get her candy fix turned into a revolutionary product. Meet Alina Morse, the CEO of Zolly Candy.
Zollipops is an all-natural, sugar-free lollipop that actually cleans your teeth.
Zollipops are all-natural lollipops that reduce the risk of tooth decay.
She's the youngest person to ever land the cover of Entrepreneur magazine.
This girl is absolutely amazing.
My name's Lena Morse. I'm 14 years old. I'm the CEO of Zolly Candy, and this is my hustle. I originally came up with the idea for Zollipops on a trip to the bank with my dad when I was 7 years old. The teller offered me a sucker, and my dad always told me that I shouldn't have candy because sugar is terrible for your teeth. So I asked him, well, why can't we make a healthy lollipop that's good for my teeth so I can have candy and it wouldn't be bad for me? After that, I ended up buying a bunch of ingredients in hopes of making the lollipops here in our house. And let's just say that didn't go too well.
She realized that she couldn't make them at home, and we couldn't keep buying new kitchen appliances.
I, pulled money from birthdays, Christmas, like grandparents, and then he matched it, and our initial investment was about $7,500, and that was to do our initial testing of the product. After, about 2 years of those plant trials, taste testing, perfecting the formula, the packaging, the colors, we had finally come up with a presentable product. They have xylitol and erythritol in them, so it takes away the bacteria that causes cavities and tooth decay.
Age 9, she pitched Whole Foods.
It was my first ever business meeting. First time, pitching this product to some really important people that could kind of make or break this company. And they loved the idea, thankfully. And since then, we've just been growing at an exponential rate. So this is Zolly Pops, the all-natural sugar-free lollipop that actually cleans your teeth. We also sell Zappy Taffy here. We sell both of these products in Target, Walmart, Kroger, on Amazon.com, in CVS, and in Walgreens. Last year, we almost tripled in sales, doing about $6 million at retail. And this year, we are on track to do about $10 million at retail, tripling in sales again.
All we were trying to do is help Alina get what she was trying to do, and that was to get candy. No, we never expected it to grow like it has.
We've only been selling for about 4.5 years, but we're already the #2 best-selling hard candy on Amazon, and that's out of all sugar and sugar-free, so we're selling more than Dum Dum, Blow Pop, Tootsie Pop. That's so exciting for us, and especially because online shopping is so impactful. Welcome to Zolly World headquarters. This is our map of Zolly Pops worldwide. These are all the places we sell. Obviously, we sell here in America. We also sell in China, Korea, the Philippines, France, the UK, and we're expanding to even more places. This is mine and my dad's office. Here is where I work after school, on days I don't have school. This is our warehouse. This is where we keep all of our Zolly inventory. A lot of people don't think we actually have our warehouse on site, but we do. And then we have some of our products here. We have Zolly Pops, which was our original product. We have Zolly Drops, which was our second product. And then we also came out with Zappy Taffy. And then this is our new line of products, which I'm so excited about. We have our Zolly Gummies, Zolly Caramels, which are vegan, Zolly Beans, and we have our Zolly Cookies. All with the same great health benefits with xylitol and erythritol. For our Zolly Pops and Zolly Drops, we have 6 different flavors. There's just so many options to make, you know, fun, clean teeth candy that the whole family can enjoy. You know, being a CEO but also being a kid is kind of difficult, but I pretty much have a routine down pat. After school, I split my time into thirds. 1/3 for working on the company, another third for any kind of schoolwork, school projects, and then the final third is for dance. I'm a competitive dancer, and so, you know, I have to spend my fair share of time at the studio preparing for competition. I've been dancing since I was probably about 3 years old, and then I started doing competition when I was about 7.
Alina, I feel, is able to balance everything by just being focused at what's in front of her at the time. So when she's at the dance studio, she's all about dance. She's not Zolly Pop, she's not a student in school. She's very focused at what's in front of her, and that's part of her talent of balancing everything, is being able to focus on exactly what's in front of her at the time.
So my advice for other young entrepreneurs looking to start a business is to always ask questions. Asking questions is so important. Surround yourself with people that support you. And finally, if you work hard, try, believe, and never give up, you can do anything. What's next for me and for Zolly Candy is definitely growing our 2 Million Smiles initiative, which, by the way, teachers can sign up on our website, zollypops.com, to get free Zolly Pops for their entire school, and also coming out with amazing new products, and, you know, just working for a greater good.
When we come back, we'll meet Xandra Cunningham, a 19-year-old who turned her passion for makeup into a global company. When Xandra's father refused to buy her makeup, she didn't pout. She made her own. Meet Xandra Cunningham, the founder and CEO of Xandra Beauty.
We sat down with 16-year-old Xandra Cunningham, who is in the 7th year of her small business venture and loving every second of it.
We used to go and walk the aisles of Target for years. And now she can walk into Target nationwide and actually see her products on the shelf.
This is our 10th year in business, and we plan to grow at least 1.2 million this year.
She's got an amazing future as a business, a woman and an entrepreneur in front of her.
My name is Xandra Cunningham. I'm 19 years old, and I'm the founder and CEO of Xandra Beauty, and this is my hustle. Xandra Beauty is a premier plant-based skincare company that I created for the educated and empowered girl in the move. I've been the CEO of my company since 2009, so this is our 10th year in business. Xandra Beauty started all when I was a 9-year-old girl obsessed with lip gloss, lip balm, and it really took to the point where my dad one day was like, no, I refuse to buy you anymore.
She asked for a lip balm. I was like, no, I'm not gonna keep buying you lip balm. Make your own. So here we are. working for my youngest daughter.
This is a family-run business, so I'm around friends and family all day.
I'm the mom of Xandra, and I'm also in charge of operations. I work on marketing.
I serve as both a COO and a CFO, well, acting COO. And also, I assist in the operations,
So you can't be the COO.
I said acting, I said acting.
Okay.
That means I pretty much do everything. I'm just kidding.
Working with my parents has definitely been something that progressed because I'm the boss here, and then at home, they're the boss. We reused 38% of it towards for production, and it made our relationship actually really strong. So right now we are live at Xandra Beauty HQ, and we are inside our showroom, which is our first room. When you walk in, you enter. If I had my own store, this will be a little feel of what it would look like. And I think it's my favorite part because we get to see like what the products look like all together. It's lit. Of course, we have our Target boxes. So these are the new ones that you'll find in your local Target stores across the nation. And this is just the front of HQ. Let's go see the rest. And this is where all the products are actually made. This is our sugar scrub station. So as you can see, all of the sugar scrub is being scooped inside the jar, measuring out, making sure you're getting exactly 8 ounces. We have all of our flavors of our mixing bowls. But the amazing thing of showing the progression of the company is that we used to buy jugs of just olive oil like this when we first started out. And now, we have drums of real oils. When the products are ready to go out the door, they come to fulfillment and we label the product and we package it up all nice, and then UPS comes to pick it up. So I want to share with you guys some of my favorite Xandra Beauty products. Of course, we have our lip and body balms. You know I love the lip balm. But the cool part about it is that you can use it for your body. And then of course, our signature product, we have our hair and body souffle. This is hands down like one of our best products. It melts right into your skin. Look at this glow. Welcome back, beauties, to your girl Xandra Beauty's YouTube channel. This video, we're gonna do a freestyle on different clay masks. YouTube is a new thing for me. I just started my YouTube channel, letting my customers see what happens behind the scenes and how their products is created from just an idea. I feel like that was a new way that I wanted to put that out there and portray to my consumers so they can get to know me and I can get to know them and making a conversation. And after that, package it all up and use it how you want to use it.
When she started to come out and do more public-facing activities and started traveling and speaking, people started to take her seriously. They started to realize that she is the young woman behind the brand.
We decided, okay, like we have this business, and what is it gonna stand for? It can't just be all about making money. Like we have to have a company that means something.
But even with all the highs and lows of learning and doing business at my age, I never really thought about the highs and lows of other girls like me.
My name is Christina Bishop. I am the owner of High Class Hair Salon in Buffalo, New York. The event that we're holding today at High Class Hair is a photo shoot for a new campaign that we're launching called High Class Beauties. We understand how important beauty is to teen girls. So I wanted Xandra to come out to this event today to talk to some of the girls and just be a part of the photo shoot.
So starting your business at 9, was you like, I mean, you were young though, like, was it like, was you nervous?
To be honest, no. I mean, cause I was young and you know, as a kid, that fear mentality of like, oh, this is not possible or whatever, that wasn't there. My parents made me feel beautiful and gave me that confidence at a young age, but a lot of other girls are not fortunate to have parents like that or have that support system. So I felt like it was my job to give that to them through the products, but also through me going to speaking to see them and see that I'm a real person. It's really never too early to start a dream or a business or just start taking action on whatever you want to do. I feel like it's best when you don't have responsibility of like paying bills and stuff, so that's really your time to find out what your thing is. In 2025, 2030, I see this being a huge empire. I see Xandra across the globe. My hustle means the dedication, the determination, just having that feeling of success. That's a hustle to me.
It's great to see the empires these young, inspiring females are building. With a crazy idea, dedication, and drive, you can do anything. These 4 entrepreneurs have shown us what their hustle is. What's yours?